there lived a boy named Gideon. Gideon was a very smart and intelligent boy. He was a perfect son and a good student. He scored really high grades in school, and his parents were always proud of him. However, there was one thing about Gideon that they were never proud of, and that was his temper. Gideon had a very bad temper. Whenever he got angry, he shouted and insulted whoever was involved, without a care for what he tells the person and how the person feels. Gideon's parents have talked to him about his temper severely, but he didn't seem to be ready to change. His parents didn't know what to do. They were worried that he would get in trouble one day, all because of his terrible temper. They thought of what they could do to make him change. Due to his horrible temper, Gideon had very few friends. He only had 2 friends. Not many people could stand to be friends with such a person. Despite this, Gideon never cared to try to work on his temper. He seemed to not care about what people thought about his temper. One day, his friends tried talking to him about his temper and how he hurts people's feelings with his words. But he replied arrogantly, "It's not my fault. If they know that they would get hurt by what I say, then they should stop getting me angry." Gideon's parents were very worried about his temper and wondered what they could do to make him see reason to change it. One day, Gideon's father had an idea. He called Gideon and gave him a hammer and a bag of nails. Gideon was confused. He wondered what his father had in mind. "Whenever you get angry, I would like you to take a nail and drive it as hard as you can into that old fence," Gideon's father said. Gideon was confused about the strange request, but agreed. The fence was very hard and the hammer was heavy, but the boy was so angry that he had driven 30 nails into the fence on the first day. Day after day, week after week, Gideon started realizing that holding his temper was easier than driving the nails into the hard fence. There was even a day that he ended up not driving any nails into the fence because he held his temper throughout the day. Soon, Gideon got better at holding his temper. He didn't need to drive the nails into the fence anymore. He was so proud of himself, and he told his father about his achievement. His father was very happy for him and then told him, "Now, I would like you to remove a nail whenever you succeed at holding your temper throughout a day." Gideon agreed, and soon all the nails were gone, and he happily told his father. The father then said, "Good, I'm proud of you, my son, but I would like to show you something." He took his son to the fence, and the fence was filled with many holes. It wasn't as fine as before. Gideon's father then said, "You see, although you had removed the nails, holes were left behind and the gate isn't as smooth as it was before." Gideon just listened. This is the same as when you're angry. Whenever you get angry, you say things that you probably do not mean. And even though you say sorry, the damage has already been done. You put holes in the relationship between you and the person, his father said. Harsh words hurt as much as physical blame. For some people, harsh words may even be worse for them. Harsh words crushes trust and creates insecurity. Try to control your temper even when it's hard. You can find other ways to relieve your anger, like you could listen to music, you could exercise, and so much more. Germany Kent once said, "Speak with caution. Even if someone forgives harsh words you've spoken, they may be too hurt to ever forget them. Don't leave a legacy of pain and regret of things you never should have said. Don't leave holes in your fences." Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more from me.